Hi guys, it's Allison. It's the day 8 video, even though I'm filming it on day 7 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. The prompt for today is, what are your top 5 wish list decks of 2018? I bought a lot of decks in 2017, mostly used. I found some great deals from used bookstores and from Value Village. Maybe I'll do a little video about that just because it'll be fun. I'm pretty proud of that. Because I didn't have a ton of money to spend on decks I wanted, and in that way I ended up with some decks that I wasn't planning on getting, but I thought it was just a few dollars, and what a great deal. So that was pretty fun. So my buying will hopefully slow down now, although it's hard with so many delicious decks coming out. I actually have a deck that I am just so excited to get. It's coming in the next few days, and I'm not going to give it away, but I'm super excited about it, and I might even do a separate little video on that. I like to show things in my videos, and I don't know how to set up YouTube videos to put images in them. I saw Deadly Serious Woo has got this really cool way of making videos, and she's so good at it already, and I don't know how to do any of that. So what I thought I'd do is I have some images on my phone that I'll just show. We'll see if that works out. So the first of my 5 on my list is oh, it works out okay. The Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery. You see that okay? By Robert M. Place. I do have his Alchemical Tarot, and I also have the Vampires Tarot, and I just love his work so much. I did download one image. Of course I didn't do them in order because I'm a dum-dum. But that is the, oh crap, maybe this isn't going to work. Oh, there we go. The Four of Pentacles. I just think it's a really neat image of burying the things you have and guarding the things you have. And I haven't seen that kind of Four of Pentacles depiction, and I love his style. So the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery is one that I would like to acquire this year if I can find it at a fairly reasonable price. Another one that I'd like to acquire is the Devas of Creation. That angle's a bit better. The Devas of Creation Oracle deck. I don't know anything about the system. I don't understand what Devas are. The reason it's intrigued me is because Wild Moon Woman, Elise has mentioned it on her channel a number of times, and that kind of abstract, lit, by lit I just mean sort of different kinds of lighting, that kind of artwork really appeals to me. It reminds me a little bit of soul cards, and I think it would be really beautiful to look at, maybe use for writing prompts. I haven't really talked about how I use tarot for writing, and these kinds of images for writing, but I'm quite interested in that. So here's an example of an image from, let's go this way, of an image from that deck that I think is just really beautiful. The movement's incredible. It looks like there's a human form in there. The colors are stunning. They're borderless. I just think that'd be a really neat deck to work with. Again, I don't know how easy it is to come by, and it isn't cheap, the ones I've seen. So I'll keep looking for that one, but I'm not in a rush. I want to make sure that's the right time for me. What else? Oh, okay. So this is one, the World Spirit Tarot, that I have heard mostly Katie Flowers talk about a lot on her channel, and I think this is a beautiful deck. I'll just show you the one image I pulled off. The Seer of Cups. It's just an example of sort of a woodblock art style that really works for me. I love that kind of artwork. The colors are vibrant. There's 2 editions, a Llewellyn, and then I'm not sure if the second edition is self-published by the artist. A lot has been made about the Sun card in the Llewellyn edition, that people don't like it. If I found it at a good price, I would pick it up. I'm not too fussy one way or the other. The cards are all just so beautiful. I think they're multicultural. They look sort of multi-faith, really celebratory and beautiful. So that one I'd really like to get my hands on if I could. This is an image of just the box of the, how do I do this? The Hoi Polloi Tarot. It's so expensive to find a version of this deck. I don't know if I'll ever own it. I already have enough darn Rider-Waite-Smiths. But I love the colors of this one. It's so interesting because it does remind me of the, what does it remind me of? The Albano weight. tarot. This sort of psychedelic, funky coloring. I like the lettering on it. Apparently the cardstock's quite nice. Here's an example of an image. The Ten of Cups. Really sort of groovy, fun coloring. And I think the deal with this one was that the images had come out of copyright before US Games picked it up, and so there was a small window where they made this really cool deck. It's a collector's item. It's probably not going to come to me very easily. If it did, I would be thrilled, but I can't. I'm not going to pay a pile of money for it because, again, I have a lot of Rider-Waite Smiths, but it's a wish, and so it's on my wish list, and so that's how I'm doing that. The final one that's on my wish list for 2018 is the Tarot of Trees. Where is a good non-reflective angle? There. So the Tarot of Trees, I've been thinking about this deck for a while, and it's by Dana Driscoll. It's self-published by the author, I think. I think you can still get it on Etsy, and I think it's been through a few editions, and we might be on the 3rd edition now. It's only exchange and shipping that is preventing me from picking this deck up. Let me find an image to show you. Oh, I also did the star from the Hoi Polloi. Let me just get my own. So much technology. Okay. It's just so nice. So that's the Hoi Polloi. Let me find the, again, if I had thought to do these in order, it would have been so smart. So this is the Queen of Wands from the Tarot of Trees. I really like this deck. I really like the colors. It's bright and happy, sort of and cartoony, and some of the trees are sort of personalized, but I just love trees, and I know everybody loves trees. It's hard to be offended by trees, but when I was a little girl, we had a big backyard, and I had names for all the trees in my backyard, and I spent probably 50% of my time when I wasn't in school sitting in this beautiful tree in the back of the backyard. I had a little Ziploc bag with my books, and it wasn't a tree house. I just knew how to get up all the branches, and there was this comfortable perch where I'd sit at the top of the tree and read every day. And I felt a real, not to sound too woo-woo about it, but this real affinity with that tree and with trees in general. They just really speak to me as images, as metaphors. We talk about planting roots, and we talk about spreading our branches, and that all just really works for me. And I think it's a deck that would really work well for me, I hope. So again, I've been putting it off just for financial reasons, but that is a deck that is on my wish list for sure. So I hope you enjoyed that. I can't remember what the next prompt is. I might try and get that one done today too. But what are your wish list decks? I'd love to see them. Give me some more ideas so my wish list grows. Bye.